Hello. Welcome to the 18th part of the Solo Max level newbie. Subscribe to my second channel, link is in the description. At the beginning of this part we see that Mgung says, "What? His sword? Ridiculous." Mgung attacks Wu Young and says, "Then I'll kill you first." They both start to fight. Beck sees that and thinks, Namgung trains that foolish outsider. I knew that he's always hated Kang Jinhyuk. But to attack the very person who has the upper hand in the situation, he needs better critical thinking skills. Stomping hits her. It's T-Bone. He has poisonous needle in his hand. He says, "You have some time, right?" 1. Knockout poison needle. She says, "Feel faint." She falls. T-Bone grabs her and says, "Injured passing by." "Excuse me." Jinhyuk sees Namgung and Wu Young fighting. He thinks, I didn't expect to see Namgung Tion here. It's good that Wu Liang's here to take care of him, but the real problem hasn't been resolved yet. I've managed to block off Anthrax's attack once, but it takes way too much mana to do that again. I have no choice but to endure until the portal's closed. Alice appears there and says, "The unpleasant results of necromancy. I hate this kind of stuff. You can take care of it." Andrea. She thinks, Master gifted me a new life. When I was about to be sacrificed by the heretics, this is my chance to repay him. She uses Fanatic's judgment. Alice sees her and thinks, she must be excited for her first real fight. She stands right in front of the magic circle that summoned the demons. She says, a summoning seal created from human sacrifice and holy relics. It's pretty complex. Well, for human standards, that is. She activates technique destruction. System says, the link to the demon realm has been disconnected. One of the demons says, the connection's been cut, but it does not matter. Your loss is already decided. Twins are fighting against that demon. They say, I don't think I can fight anymore. Jinhyuk might scold us for dying. Demon swings his weapon with full power. Archbishop says, idiot. You can't get scolded if you're dead. She says, right? Archbishop activates the holy shield. Archbishop says, as if I would let Teresa's friends die. She screams and says, now, Teresa. Teresa appears above them. She uses Sacred Fall. Twin says, that was really cool. But he's completely fine. Didn't you say that we'd have a chance of winning once the portal closes? Teresa thinks, his mana source was cut off. He's still too strong. We'll all end up dead at this rate. Teresa says, Archbishop, I think we have no other choice. Archbishop says, you mean, no, child. I can understand since I know you, but there are other sisters here. If you use that power right now, your sisters will end up hating you. Teresa says, you wouldn't understand, but this is basically my homeland. I am willing to take on such a burden if it means I can protect this place. After that we see at Giant's Fortress, System says, the link of the demon realm has been disconnected. Demon gets smaller. Chun says, Kang Jinhyuk, what have you done? Jinhyuk says, seems like Alice succeeded. But we still need to be careful. Just because it's smaller doesn't mean it's weaker. Demon says, you bastards. You think you can win against me? Just because you succeeded in severing the connection to the demon realm? You're even more ignorant than I imagined. Demon activates Flame Helix. Jinhyuk uses the shield of Perseus. He shouts and says, White Serpent, take everyone and leave this place. Just the two of us will take it from here. He says, yes, sir. Demon appears right in front of Jinhyuk and Chun. Demon uses are really big and powerful fire attacks. Jinhyuk and Chun barely dodges the attack. Demon says, you managed to avoid my attack. Not bad. Let me ask you for a favor then. Don't die too quickly. It's been quite a while since I last fought in this form. Chun thinks, he's just as powerful as earlier, but he's immensely faster now. Is there even any possibility of us winning against that high-floor demon? Jinhyuk says, you're doubting things right now, aren't you? You're worried that there is no way we can defeat that thing. Jinhyuk activates Grave Off Swords and says, watch closely. I'll teach you something. A high-skilled player manages to win. Teresa brings out Black Teresa. Jinhyuk gets ready to fight and says, no matter the situation they find themselves in, Teresa and Demon starts to fight. All the sisters says, this is an insult to all things holy. a sister blessed by the light, to be using corrupt powers. Archbishop says, we can discuss this later. I'm too tired right now from all the blood I've lost. They says, Archbishop. Demon says, you're obstructing me. Disappear from my sight. Demon uses a sealed coffin. A monster appears under Teresa. Demon uses Avicii's restraint technique. Twins cuts the monster and say, nope, she's ours. She smiles and says, I'm not gonna save you guys if you get in my way. Twin says, then we'll just die. Wu Liang and Namgung are fighting. Wu Liang coughs out blood. Namgung says, foolish. You should have known, the moment we clashed our swords, that you cannot win against me. How is that you can continue fighting for Kang Jinhyuk, knowing that you cannot win against me no matter what? Wu Liang says, his liege is definitely a unique individual. He has hobbies I cannot understand, and he finds joy in making fun of others. But when I stand beside him, I feel like he will lead us to victory. Chung gets really excited to see him. Wu Liang says, no matter how strong the opponent may be, that is why I can continue to fight, despite how strong you are compared to me. Demon thinks, it's not as risky fighting him, but this human, he's very closely avoiding my attacks and eating away at my mana little by little. Jinhyuk uses soul bloodsucking. You have permanently earned 0.3 mana stat as an effect of soul bloodsucking. Demon thinks, does he think that he can win against me if he continues to eat away at my mana? How unpleasant. Anthrad is activating the Demon Realm barrier. A mind realm is being created. Hell of Eternal Flames. Anthrad, were you overjoyed thinking that your attacks were working? System says, Anthrad's stats have increased by 20%. The demon's subordinates are rising. This realm was created by my own will. This is where you will die. Jinhyuk and Chun starts to kill the monster around them. Chun thinks, damn it. At this rate, Jinhyuk says, Chun Yusung, create your own mind realm using battlefield selection. I'll do the same. Then it's just collides with this realm, and I'll have wasted my mana. Jinhyuk says, just trust me. I have a plan. We can't win against him in this situation. We need to use the barrier he set up against him. Jinhyuk jumps and says, here I go. Chun says, he never explains anything, but I can't think of any other plan. Chun activates battlefield selection. Haven of Swords. The mind realms are colliding. Jinhyuk throw the swords around. System says, the mind realms are colliding. Demon thinks, he's using the sword manifested in the mind realm to strike the mana path of my barrier? Chun says, Kang Jinhyuk, wait. You do have a skill to create a mind realm, right? Jinhyuk says, of course. System says, copying Chun Yusung's skill. Copying battle selection. Remaining count for skill copying 1 out 2. Jinhyuk activates. Battle selection. System says, the mind realms are colliding. Demon says, the mind realm stability depends on how much understanding the user has about the world. You dare think you can surpass me in the stability of the mind realm, when I am a being who has lived on the higher floors for thousands of years. Jinhyuk smiles and thinks, a demon that lives on the mere 40th floor. Dare to bring up tower experience? I'll show you. How arrogant what you just said was. After that we see the demon that was fighting Teresa says, I didn't know a being who could render me this powerless existence in the middle floors. Amazing. The corruption of a Grail Knight. But something is wrong with your corruption. You must not exist. You have the power to shake the balance of the demon realm. Teresa says, who are you to say whether I can exist or not? Damn it. Stalling for time isn't working. Demon is about to attack her. Someone uses dark, heavenly demon emperor arts. One of the demon's arms blows up. He says, are you perhaps Miss Teresa? Should I guess? Kang Jinhyuk. Send you right? Heavenly Demon Emperor is there. The 18th part of the Solo Max level newbie ends here. If you want to see more, please subscribe and like. And if you want to support me financially, you can join my channel membership or Patreon only for $1. Patreon and Discord links are in the description if you want to support me. And a special thanks to all my Patreons for supporting me. Thanks for watching.